Hello everybody, it's nice to see you back here again. Just a shout out to all my lovely subscribers. Thank you so much for always supporting, encouraging me and coming back to watch me every single time I upload. I do appreciate you so much. My name is Susan. This is Susan's Sweet Life. I am 58, 5'4" tall and a size 22-24. And today's haul is from 2 at Sainsburys. I've only got 4 items to show you today, so it's going to be hopefully quite a short video, and you might say thank goodness for that. This, my goodness me, when I ordered it I didn't know it was going to be this shiny. This is the new take on PU leather, faux leather. It is this shiny sort of finish on it. A bit dominatrix really, isn't it? Or, if you were being unkind, a bit black bin liner. Well, anyway, I've ordered it now. This is a sort of A-line skirt, £26, and I bought it in a size 22. Let's get it off its hanger. Got some weight to it. Oh, let's hope it's, I'm not, it's got some weight to it. There is a concealed zip down one side, and it's sort of like formed like panels, like you would expect like leather goods to be sort of formed out of different panels. So A-line in shape, concealed zip, no elastication or stretch at all in that waistband, which is making me feel a little bit nervous. The inside isn't shiny, it's like a faux suede sort of effect, as you would expect with a real leather item. Of course, this is completely faux. It is very wide at the bottom, and what I find is it just tends to gape out, but we'll have to try it on and find out. Well, I've managed to get the skirt on, although I will say, in all honesty, I've had to hold it up higher than I would like it on my natural waist because it's not skimming over my hips properly, but it's not clinging too badly, and with that sort of t-shirt ruched up over the top, I think I'm sort of getting away with it. Maybe if it was on my natural waist it would be longer and probably too long for me, but because I've got a good 2 inches above my natural waist, obviously it's shortened the item. On, it doesn't seem to be as shiny as I imagined. This is the new take on the PU leather trend, and I'm not sure it is for me, but it certainly feels nice and comfortable on, and I'm really pleased that it does hang quite nicely into sort of like these ripples around, because quite often I will put on a stiff skirt and then the hemline really sort of flares out too much. So yes, I could get into this skirt. Maybe I should size up to a size 24. So the skirt is the only 2 items I've got to show you today. The other 3 items are Simply Be, and of course Sainsburys sell various different brands on their website. They class this as a lace cardigan, and it is really beautiful. It's a really nice soft lace there with that sort of floral pattern, and it's not itchy at all. Got some really nice features like this elastication at the end of that long sleeve. It's V-neck. I'm not sure you can see because it's black on black, and then it goes down to these little plastic buttons that are on those sort of stretchy rolos. They call it a cardigan, but I should imagine they expect you to wear it sort of like a top cover-up. That's how I intend to wear it anyway. But it is very, very nice. The only thing I'm concerned about, of course, is the length. And I don't know if you can see that hem around the bottom. It's sort of like fluted. Very, very nice. The price will be on the screen because this is a Simply Be item and there's no price on the label. Okay, use your imagination just a little bit. This cardigan, all I've got to hand is a white crew neck t-shirt, so it's not the best. I would definitely wear this with a black cami underneath. I don't think it would be too revealing here, but the cami would probably come across here and just stop any of that going on anyway. The cuffs are really, really quite tight. They're quite nice and full too, without being tight on the arms, because of course they're sheer, so you're going to see how big my arms are. The buttons were very, very hard to do up because the little Rolos that to fit around these buttons were very, very small, and with nails it was a little bit difficult. I've got a feeling this is too big for me in the size 22. I think I need to size down. These seams here, and there's two on the back, give you this sort of peplum frill around it, and I'm not sure, it's just sort of like accentuating how wide I am. It goes down longer at the back, of course, as things often do, but I just feel I've got the idea of these frills and these pleats, but I've just got too much of it, and the buttons also seem to keep wanting to undo. There, that's one and two. I mean, I was just able to pull it over my head. I didn't have to undo these buttons, and believe me, they are so fiddly. I'll give up with that one. They are so fiddly that you wouldn't want to undo them. So as a concept, what do you think? Pity it's too late for Halloween, because it would have been a really nice outfit. I'm on the right lines, but I'm not quite hitting the mark. So if you've been watching any of my Temu hauls, you will know that I have got this passion at the moment for leopard print. I've sort of incorporated it with outdoor accessories like a hat and gloves and things like that, and a little bit of a pattern on a t-shirt or a stripe down some tracksuit bottoms. Go back and watch that video because I'm really pleased with all the items that I found. So I'm not sure if this completely long dress is going to be just a little bit too much for me. It is in you know, a viscose cotton sort of fabric, so it's quite lightweight. You would definitely need your boots and your tights and your chunky cardigan over top of this through the winter, but it might be quite nice maybe going into the spring to just wear it as a dress. Leopard prints come in a variety of different colour combinations, don't they? This is rather an intense pattern with that black sort of dark chocolate and cream, so I feel it might be just a little bit overwhelming, especially as it's got a high round neck. There is a little peephole at the back. We'll have to see how these puffy sleeves go, and then these long sleeves. It should be the right shape for me though, because it's got a seam just underneath the bust, and then it goes down to quite a full skirt. It is a classic Susan style dress, so hopefully this is a good fit on me. I knew it would be. This is a Susan dress for certain. The style, the cut of it is just me. This line just underneath the bust, allowing the full skirt to flow out. And guess what I found? Some pockets. Isn't it amazing how some pockets just add such a difference to a dress? It's a good length on me. It's coming sort of top of my shin. It's not drowning me, because if I had the length and all this fabric, I would just look absolutely drowned. I really like this. I think I'm getting away with this because then it is just minimising the bust line. If I'm being picky, and you know I will, these are just a little bit low. Some shoulder pads there would probably bring that up and give me a much better line, but it's not horrendous at all. Round neck, but I've got skin showing, so it's not up here, so I'm just ahead on all this fabric. I actually quite like the print now it's on. I don't feel it's quite so domineering, and hopefully from the back, because of this line here, my back's not too bad. What I will say though, it is higher, this line at the back, and that's often a problem I have because of although I've got small shoulders, I've got a big back. But this is a winner. Love this dress, and I could see it being worn for so many different occasions. And finally, a pair of, you guessed it, wide-legged jeans. I am so looking for them, and these aren't them. I can tell instantly they're not them because they are just too wide-legged across the bottom, and I just feel very, very silly in anything that is extremely wide-legged. I suppose what I'm really looking for is like a straight leg plus, a straight leg that just flares out just a little bit into a wide leg, and periodically I find something that does fit that bill. Size 22, they are very, very heavy and nice substantial denim here, which can often hinder the way that it hangs and drapes on me because the way my body is, my plus size apron belly, can often distort how things hang on me, so throwing out the style of the item. It's got a working draw cord there, but this elastication is very, very firm. That acid type wash, I'm battling the sun here, so forgive me. Acid type wash, so it just looks a little bit distressed. I fear that the search continues, but I will try them on. The jeans, as expected, are not a hit. Too long for me, although I would go as far to say I could sort that out, maybe cutting a little bit off, hemming them, even letting them get to that frayed stage and cutting my own hem. They're not actually as wide leg as I imagined. I watched a video the other day. I got a feeling it's like MMM Personal Style or something. She's a lady who does lots of style tips, and she showed how somebody in a pair of tight jeans looked compared to somebody who was in wide-legged ones, and that sort of inspired me to order these, to be perfectly honest, and how it balances you out. And I can see what she's saying in these, because these fit beautifully over my tummy. I don't feel self-conscious that there's that visible line there, or that these pockets are gaping. So the waist and over here fits really nicely. Of course they are that wide leg, and although I hadn't appreciated how wide leg they are, they're not excessive over this area here, because that is often my problem. But saying that, they are quite wide-legged. I'm impressed with Simply Be. I don't think I've ever done a video with their items before, probably because you've got to pay postage either to get delivered or returned, or both. So those types of companies definitely put me off, because I order a lot because I want to see the fit and the style of everything. If I had all those $2.99s mounting up, it would be a lot of money. And Because I have such problems with fit of different items, I know things are going to get returned. I am exceedingly picky, and why shouldn't I be? Prices on the screen for these jeans, I should imagine they are a pretty penny, but I won't know if they are worth the money until I've actually ordered them and tried them on. And of course, Simply Be, as far as I know, is not on the high street. Right. Nearly there, but not quite. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed seeing this one item from Tu and the items from Simply Be. Remember, if you order from Tu and you collect and re-deliver back to store, no postal charges. That is a bonus, isn't it? Well, if you're going to Sainsburys anyway, or you can make that small detour. Thank you so much for watching. Thumbs up, hype. Definitely subscribe if you are not, but definitely also come back and see me again. Goodbye for now.